Hey everybody, Papa Gord here once again, and we're gonna keep rolling with the Black Series. I know we just looked at the updated Stormtrooper, really entire figure, and like I said, mostly great. The head, you know what, after Brian messaged in or commented on the video and said yes, the helmets aren't exactly symmetrical, so I can give the helmet a pass. I still think it's a great figure, definitely overdue. It's nice to see that the bowed legs are gone. It looks like a person inside a suit of armor. So we're gonna continue because I don't have really any other new figures from that wave. So we're gonna get into the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, the Kamino Clone Trooper. So again, it's kind of got that yellowy thing. Like, I know these two don't match up, but this is that look I was saying with the boxes, that if you're able to display them like this on your shelf, that's pretty cool, but then you'll never see this. So this angle, I don't know, it is what it is. It's still cool. I do like the graphics. I just wish they had squared it off. So yeah, so let's get rid of that, and we're going to be looking at the Clone Trooper. The Republic Clone Troopers represented the future of galactic warfare. So symbolic were they of the times. The galaxy-wide conflict that saw their debut took its name from their ranks, the Clone Wars. So again, Hasbro with their little spiel on the back of the box, pretty randomly generic or whichever, but hey, still gives you a little bit of information. And here he is. Now again, I think we're all used to me having some negatives about a good amount of figures. I have a couple of complaints about this one. Now I do like, again, it's the newer body style. They've gone with the single jointed knees and the single jointed elbows just to give it more of a clean, well, also to give it more of a cleaner look. Unfortunately, yeah, there's some things that just don't work as well on this figure as with the regular Stormtrooper. So first off is the helmet. This one I'm hoping will register better, but if you guys can see how warped this one is, it's the same thing. There's an unpainted head underneath this helmet. Again, if I can come across a couple of these guys, I may try to heat one off and pop the helmet off, but until I find more, I'm not gonna do it in case I don't find any more. But yeah, the helmet is this one is pretty lopsided. I have a hard time looking at it and going, yep, it bugs me, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not the only one, so I'll take solace in that. But, oh, pardon me. But yeah, I do like the look of the helmet. It actually, when I was first looking at him when I bought him, I was like, man, that paint job looks really familiar. So, of course, when getting ready for this, I was like, he's got, or they have, the same paint jobs as the Coruscant Guard / the Shock Troopers. So this is one of the ones from that Order 66 4-pack. So, except for basically the upper shoulder armor, the striping on the upper thigh and on the upper arms, and the paint job on the helmet. So we got red, we got gray. Only differences. So yeah, I knew things looked a little samey. But let's get back to this guy. I do like, again, the patterns that are on the arms. Again, the helmet, it pulls me out of the figure a little bit, but what really does it for me are on the elbows and on the knees. These little rubber stretchy bits. Now with the knees, it's not as bad because it seems to kind of tuck in between the upper thigh armor and the boot. So it doesn't really seem to pinch here. So I can kind of give the knees more of a pass, and then they come back down. So they're just so thin. I don't know how long before these, especially if you pose your figures a lot, it's like the joint coverings on the IG-88 figure. They get brittle after a while. I don't have an original IG-88, but I've heard from other people that they bought the archive just because the plastic is newer, the rubber bits. But it's definitely the ones on the arms that if you try to go as far as you can, it pinches up in between here and in between his gauntlet, or whatever you want to call it. And then when you let it go, like I can see it, you guys probably won't be able to see it up here, but it's actually putting black pinch marks in the creases here. So that is a little frustrating. Now, as far as articulation, you know, the head does what the head needs to do with the up and down. Actually, it doesn't really go forward nearly as well, and I don't know if that's maybe the joint that's up in the head, the neck area. But again, slightly greater than 90. I think the Stormtrooper actually is better than this. And then we did already do the bend on the leg. Articulation, he doesn't really get really any forward, and he gets some back. It's definitely better than the heads on these guys, because these guys, although he can look down, it's just, there's like no room. This is just solid plastic, so you can go side to side and down a bit. Again, these guys have double jointed elbows, but they get pinched in the middle. I would say maybe his articulation, the new one, is better backwards. I think they're both the same forwards. And again, he gets slightly better range with the double, but not much, because again, that band runs right in between the boot and the thigh. And then that's his spread. And that's his spread. So you can definitely see the improvements that they have made with the figure. I don't know. This is definitely, I don't know how much I'm gonna pose him past a 90-degree bend on his arms, because I just don't want that pressure on those bands. And then he comes with his standard 2 weapons, the DC-15S, which is the blaster carbine, which if I have to see if I have one of the old ones to match up, so we'll come back to that one. And then comes with the DC-15A blaster rifle. And again, well, this is the new one, so it's just a lot more shiny black. And again, the detail seems to show up a little bit better on this one. And here's the original. So it's just, again, stands out a little bit more. It's more of a shiny black. Now, these guys were also led by Jedi General Shakti on Kamino, and again, from what I've read, they didn't really participate in that many battles, but of course, you know, Order 66 happened and everything else. But yeah, it's a good figure. It's a step in the right direction. There's a few little miscues on here, but going from this one to this guy, definite improvement. He does look a little bit thinner. He looks a little bit bulkier, but still very nice and clean. Super happy to have him in the collection. So yeah, And here we go. We'll take a look at one of the 501 guys just to compare. So on this guy, there's a little bit of gray, where this is strictly black. So again, this one, just even looking at it, slightly smaller, just like the Stormtrooper blaster. But it's that solid black, more of the shiny black plastic. Yeah, a little bit of paint would have been nice. I kind of like this one with a little bit of the gray on there. But what are you going to do? It's whatever Hasbro wants to give us. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's the Kamino Clone Trooper, the Phase 2 Trooper. I don't have my phase. He's way up on the shelf. So you guys know what a Phase 1 Trooper looks like. Anyways, so that's it. That's going to do it. We'll get into Hondo, maybe Captain Cardinal, maybe Rex, DJ Rex, Luke Yoda. We got a few things to still talk about. But anyways, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. Turn on the notifications so you get notified when I upload videos or when I'm going to live stream, as long as I don't just decide to live stream last minute. And yeah, so if the numbers are still going up, so thanks to everybody who's new. Welcome. Hope you stick around for a while. I guess we're getting closer to that 750 giveaway. That's going to do it, guys. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. Hope the beginning of the week starts off well for you. We'll talk to you guys again real soon. Later, Ray.